What's up, guys? Today we're going to talk about 5 things that most people overlook when maintaining a car and why you should do them to help keep your car in decent shape. First thing is right back here. I know everyone knows what a spare tire is, but you'd be surprised how often these are not checked and the tire pressures are never even set. And there's no point in having a spare if when you need it, it's flat. So I would suggest every once in a while making sure you pull this out, check the tread, make sure it's not dry rotted, make sure there's no water down in there in it, and set the tire pressure correctly because it will lose pressure over time whether you use it or not. Second thing is door hinges. Door hinges need to be lubricated regularly. I couldn't tell you how many people that I see driving around and every time they open their door, it sounds like an old creaky door in a house. That's no way for your car to sound. And all you need is some white lithium grease in a spray can. Lube this mechanism up good everywhere that moves. Do that every few months or so and you probably won't have a single problem. Plus, it keeps your hinge pin bushings from wearing as quickly. Another thing to think about, hood struts. And this goes for trunk supports too. If you have these hydraulic supports, if I had a dime for every time I was working on a car and it dropped the hood on me, I'd be a lot wealthier than I am right now. But the thing is, people don't think about those because, especially if you don't work on your own car, it just might not seem to be as important of a thing. But it really shows a car's age, plus you're gonna make the mechanic working on your car angry, so it's definitely worth thinking about. These aren't that expensive and they're not even very hard to change. Another thing to think about, leather seats. Leather interiors are not like cloth interiors. You can't just keep them clean and roll on with it. They bake outside in the sun all the time. Leather has to be conditioned regularly. And a lot of people don't do that. It sits out, bakes in the sun, it hardens up, it cracks and splits, and now your expensive seats are ruined. So in addition to keeping them clean, make sure that you regularly condition them to keep them soft and to keep them from degrading over time. And finally, have you ever had a window that goes up and down really slow and you change the motor and you change the regulator and it still goes up and down really slow, acts like it's dragging or makes noises? Another thing people don't think about, run channels. The run channels that the glass ride in to go up and down aren't just rubber. They're sort of almost a felt type lining on the outside to reduce friction. And the thing is, when they get old, especially if they haven't been lubricated, and I do recommend you lubricate those regularly with something like spray silicone grease, then they will wear that felt off. And the bare rubber will actually sort of stick to or have friction with the glass and can make it not roll up and down very well. I've seen windows that felt so bad, I thought it was gonna need a window motor. I lubricated the run channels really good and it fixed it. Another thing is, as those shrink and as they stop sealing well, you'll start hearing more wind noise. Now, run channels are not the cheapest thing, but they're not that hard to change. And it's worth doing if you would like to make an old car feel like a new car because it makes a huge difference. So there you have it. That's a few of the things that you can do that can make an old car feel a little bit more like a new car. And around here, that's what we prefer to do. So if you liked this video, make sure you hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this, more tips on keeping cars in good shape, just let me know down in the comments and I'll be glad to make more of them. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here and hit the bell icon if you have not hit it yet. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching and peace.